Hey Busy Bees! I hope you've enjoyed watching the meal planning series where I showed you how to make breakfast, lunch, and today I'm going to show you how to make dinner in one-pot meals. One-pot meals are my favorite because you just dump everything in, it's super easy, and the meal is ready in like 20 minutes or less. It's one of my favorites, and today I'm going to show you how to make a kale, sausage, butternut squash pasta using a little hack of mine. And a lot of you guys asked for a vegan option, so I'm going to show you just that, a pasta Primavera. So let's get started. First, I start by pouring about a tablespoon of olive oil into my pot. Let it heat up a little bit, and then I'll pour in half a cup of diced onions. Let it cook for about 2 minutes until it's translucent and fragrant, and then I'll add in 2 cloves of minced garlic. I'll give it another good stir, cook it for another minute, and then I'll add in sliced andouille sausage. I'm using about 2 links here. Cook it for another 2 minutes, and then I'm going to add in 2 cups of chopped kale for some greens. Then I'll add in half a cup of diced tomatoes. Cook it down for another few minutes, and then I'll add in 2 cups of my dried pasta. Give it a stir, and then I'll add 1 cup of marinara sauce. And here's my hack for the butternut squash component. I'm using this butternut squash soup that's already thinned out. It has a little bit of spice in it, and it pairs so well with my marinara sauce. I'll pour in about 3 cups of butternut squash soup just to cover the pasta. Give it a good stir. I love using shell pasta for this recipe because it reminds me of mac and cheese due to that yellow color, and it hugs the pasta perfectly. And then I'll add some basil in there. Stir it again. Put a cover on it, and I'll cook this on medium-high heat for 12 minutes until the pasta is cooked through. Halfway through the cooking process, make sure to check on the pasta and give it a stir so that it doesn't stick to the bottom and burn. Once it's done, pull the cover, and then I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of salt, a little bit of fresh cracked pepper, give it a stir, and add in the rest of the basil. I'll garnish it with some freshly chopped parsley, some freshly grated Parmesan, and then I'll give it a try. The sauce just hugs the pasta, and you get a creamy butternut squash sauce in every bite. And I love the smokiness that comes through the andouille sausage too. If you guys don't like andouille sausage, you can always substitute for chicken, but literally you can use any kind of protein you want for this, or just leave it out. This kale, sausage, and butternut squash pasta makes 4 servings, and I like to store it into my glass containers and save it to eat throughout the week. Okay, now on to the next pasta recipe. A lot of you guys have been asking me for a vegan option, and I thought it would be really fun to show you just that. This one is inspired by my work in college where I worked at this pasta joint, and it was one of my favorite dishes. It's called the pasta Primavera. I'll start by adding 2 tablespoons of olive oil into my pot. Give it a swirl, let it heat up, and then I'll add in my other half of diced onion. I'm using about half a cup of diced onions here. I'll cook it for about 1 to 2 minutes until it's translucent and fragrant. Then I'll add in 2 cloves of minced garlic. Cook it for another minute. Then I'll add in half of a diced eggplant and stir it well so that the olive oil coats it. Half a cup of sliced mushrooms, half a teaspoon of kosher salt, some freshly cracked pepper, and I'll stir it again. I'll let it cook down for about 3 minutes so that the flavors really concentrate. Then I'll throw in 1 diced zucchini, half a cup of chopped asparagus, half of a diced tomato, and a cup of broccoli florets. Give it a good mix. Mix, mix, mix. And then I'll add in 1 tablespoon of chopped parsley, 2 tablespoons of chopped basil, and I'll mix it again. Now I'll pour in 2 cups of fusilli pasta. I like using fusilli pasta for this because it has those nice curls and the sauce just penetrates through. 3 cups of marinara sauce. Give it another mix to coat everything with the sauce, and 1 cup of water to cover the pasta. I'll cover it and cook for 12 minutes until it's cooked through. 6 minutes in, I'll give it another stir and check to see if there's enough liquid. Cover it back up and I'll let it finish cooking. Look how saucy it is. It's perfect. I'll serve 2 heaping scoops in my bowl. Yum yum! Garnish it with some basil and hit it with more Parmesan. Now, you don't have to add Parmesan to this if you're a true vegan, but since I'm not, I like a little bit of cheesiness to it. It's so vegetable rich and full of fiber. This pasta is so healthy, but it's also filling too. My favorite part of this is the roasted eggplant. It just has that yummy roasted flavor. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this meal planning series. Our last one next week will be on snacks. So if there's any kind of snacks you want to see, please be sure to comment below and let me know. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy One Pot Pastas. Don't forget to subscribe for more delicious recipes, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!